This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Focus, defense, focus. Champ. Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24.
47. Orbit. Check, 47. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Watch twist.
22. Hey, Delta.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Easy.
Stafford now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford. And he's got his man Hilton. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action pass could very well be open.
Mike 51.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set up, 18 Gator. Christian travel.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready, 18 Gator. Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
At the 18-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming out the middle.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And complete to Zach Ertz. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But that's this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Stafford. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
7-7, our score after one. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Ready? 250.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, New Orleans.
You got time. You got time right there. Spawn.
Running with Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Come on, set. 8, read. Put some hey, wahoo. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Costello. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Costello. He gets it complete to Harris. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
70, Indy.
On 1st down, Costello. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. From the gun on 3rd down, Costello. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
64, slam. 49, check 49.
Kamara trying the right side. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Let's go. 10 logo.
Off the play fake. Costello. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Picked off at the 25. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Harris now to return. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Probably the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. 76 yards as his guys are back within a single score. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
So they tried to get two and ended up getting none. because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And the catch made by Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Stafford. He's got it to Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
60 Pittsburgh.
2nd and 11. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On the ground, Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that's caught by Smith. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down.
Hey, two.
51 the mic.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together, please.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. It's just me and you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The busy night continues for Kamara. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Costello able to find Harris, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Come on, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check.
Big grip.
Now Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They go play action here on first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, high 7. 5.
To throw on 3rd down, Costello. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check 26. Switch.
Chopper. Go.
Kamara trying again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
51 the mic.
On 4th down, Costello. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Complete to Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Space to maneuver at the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. The busy night continues for Johnson. And some space here. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 6. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On fourth down, Costello. The open man is Smith. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the gun, Costello. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Operating from the gun, Costello to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. They had the extra week of rest. That was a factor. I think this home crowd was certainly a factor as well. So this is step 1 done. Now they need to win next week if they want to get to the Super Bowl.
I like those 2 factors that you brought up. The extra week, getting the open week by being the number 2